The Secretary General of the African National Congress, Fikile Mbalula, accompanied by a delegation, has just completed the family visit to those members of the MK Liberation War veterans. This visit is aimed at paying tribute to and honoring, in fact, the MK Liberation War veterans, while also strengthening and reasserting the unity between the ANC and the families of the war veterans. Newzroom Afrika's Silethiwe Ndlovu tells us more on this story.
Indeed, those family visits have now been concluded, and I just want to bring in the ANC Secretary General to speak to us about the importance of those family visits that we saw earlier on today. Thank you so much for speaking to us this afternoon here at Newzroom Afrika. I think let's start off by talking about the importance of those family visits.
The family visits are important from the party, the African National Congress. We spoke at the arrival of the remains at the Freedom Park, but there is nothing that surpasses intimate, close talk and spiritual connection. And they are very happy that the ANC is able to visit them, and ahead of the reburial massive that is happening this weekend. And our structures have been doing that. So it's for the first time ourselves at the head office, we at the National Executive Committee, we interact closely with families. They do appreciate that.
Lastly, before we let you go, some might say that these family visits were only conducted by the ANC as a way of not losing further ground with the MK party in the province. How do you respond to that?
We've been doing these family visits since we've started the reburial program. We're not bothered by the MK party. We think they've got many problems. Every time we talk about them, that's when we give them, airtime. They've got many problems of theirs that they need to solve. We're very much focused on the work that we need to do, which is a renewal of the ANC, rebuilding of the ANC, reorganization of the ANC to ensure that it becomes a stronger party. So if we're going to spend day and night, agonizing about a party that does not exist but cult, where will we end? Because there's no party there. It's only one person who hire and fire. And then that's what it is. So we should be worried about the welfare of the people and whether or not the ANC is making inroads. You are correct. We don't want these families who have now achieved a greater milestone that the party that their loved ones belong to doesn't care. ANC cares. And that's why we've got to build spiritual connection with the families. And there is nothing bigger than that. All of them deserve that. In this province and other provinces, we've been deploying comrades, NEC members to do the same. So, because in that sense, they do appreciate the big step families have appreciated is that our government, when everybody have lost hope, thought that, no, this repatriation is not going to happen. It is happening. 42 remains are here and others are going to follow.